should be live. Bingo, we are. Good evening, one and all. Hope everyone's okay. Let's just get that to the front and that to the back. That's it. That looks good to me. Yep, good evening on a dark, cold, chilly, miserable old Tuesday night outside. God, it's cold.
So a Tuesday.
I said Tuesday, didn't I? Did I say Tuesday? Should have done.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. So, isn't it cold? Last few days been really cold.
Get your freezer.
Excuse me. Right. Let's say good evening to one or two people. Mick King, good evening to you. Patrick Pyle, good evening, Patrick. Are we nearly on time tonight? Yeah, not far out, were we? That's not bad. Adrian, how are you? Dean Devil Vapor, good evening. What are those on Dean's thing? Are they little eyes? How do you do that? Jackson, evening, Jackson. Daniel, evening, Daniel. Oh, we didn't check to see if that chat thing works. Ah, that's right. That'll go across.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Across the middle.
Good stuff.
Should look okay now. Had a little play last week. Thank you, YouTube. You're now live. Who else have we got? Mr. Intense. Good evening, Mr. Intense. Adrian, I said. Daniel, Paul and By. Good evening, Paul. Dion78. Evening, Dion. And Dean's coming in chat a lot. Murray Robertson. I knew this was Robinson. He'd have had me for that. Evening, Murray. The Vaping Snowman. Good evening. Pints of beer and all sorts, and snowmen in there. Yep, evening, Daniel. So good evening to you, but you've said good evening to all of us, putting all our names. Look, how good's that? He's listed us. Even spelt you right, Jackson. Look at that.
I know, I've just looked at that, I know, yeah.
Yeah, Mark with a curly C. John Vaping Joker, good evening. Cheech, Value Custard, evening, Cheech. King Solo. Mark Trigwell, evening, Mark. A lot of marks about Graham, evening, Graham. Evening, Mr. Thumbs Down. Stephen James, evening to you. Cheech Value Custard again. John Vaping Joker again. I think I'm down the bottom. That's it. We're good.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
There's bound to be one or two more coming in a little while, so I'll perhaps say good evening once we've all had a little vape and told everyone what we're vaping on. And evening, Chris and Raheem. Oh, Raheem, I meant to message you back about moles. Forgot. Just reminded me. Right, what are we all vaping on? Jackson, kick us off this week.
Go on. We've got the Odin 100 with the V+, 2 Steam Crave, 2 RTA, and in that we've got some of Dripax, Apple and Blackcurrant, the last little bit, so we're finishing off that in there. We've also got that on the 415 or the 415, whatever you want to call it.
Quarter past
the
4.
Flex Zachary. So don't look too shabby. Quite a nice little setup. Quite liking that, to be fair with you.
Yeah, it's nice. Nice.
Exactly. I do like it, with the beveled edges. Quite a nice little setup. And last but not least, obviously we've got the converter tube mode with the Wasp Nano RTA number 2 sitting on top. And we've got a bit of Dripax, Plumberry in that. And obviously everything's got ice in. And that's about it. Short and sweet.
Everything with ice.
And I'll pass it over to James.
Thank you, Mark. I am on the GT4 with the Steam Tuners cap, and it's on the Ring Command OS. And in that I've got some Bubonic from Live Lounge Liquids. This is vintage cola and rum.
Oh, yeah.
I also have the GTR sitting on the Fortitude mech, and in that I've got some RY4.
Sorry, that Fortitude, that's 18650, yeah?
Yes, single 18650.
Right.
Yep. I'm also on the Ripley as well.
The Ripley.
On the Disruptor from Anakin. And I've got some cappuccino and tobacco, some of my own mixture in there as well. That's me done and dusted and over
Mixing
to the
your
bus.
own. What about that? Mixing your own. Good stuff. Okay, well, what am I? I've actually got quite a bit of stuff that I can show people tonight, I suppose, in a little while. But I'm vaping on a couple of bits different. Do the things that I've been on before. The Mod 2 with the Molen. Finally remembered its name, the Molen. I could actually show that in there, couldn't I? There you go.
Yeah.
Quite a few of these have sold. Thank you, one and all, who's bought them. And I have to say the feedback has been really good. People have really enjoyed them. So that's nice. That's perfect for me. That's all I can ask for. So inside there, I have some Drake's Kentucky.
Oh, that's banging.
I think I had the Burley last week, didn't I? But I got the Kentucky this week. So I got that. Let's alternate this up a bit. So one of the new things I've got is the... Now, how do you... I'll just say OFRF rather than ORF, is it? How do you pronounce... You work in a vape shop, James. How do you pronounce these things?
I would say, I would just say it like the way you would say it.
OFRF.
Orf. Yeah.
OFRF. Yeah, the Nex Mini. Probably show it on here. Probably be better. There you go. A little pod. It's got a up and down button. USB-C charging at the bottom. Actually quite enjoying it. Comes with two different coils. I think one's a parallel coil and one's a mesh. And I'm not sure which one I got in here. But it but tastes good. It's good. And each coil has got the airflow adjuster on the coil itself. So you can adjust the airflow on the coil itself.
Yeah.
So I was sent that by Watofo, so thank you, Watofo, and I might even do a little review on it. I've been looking for a sort of mouth-to-lung starter kit, call it what you like, and this is pretty good, I have to say. So, and I've got mango, peach, and papaya in there. Nick Samartinas, if I'm honest. I've got the Turin Elite. Not Pro, just the normal one, the light on there. And I've got the... Do you remember I mentioned the drip tips?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is the other drip tip that... I don't know if you can... Let's go up closer. Come on. Focus in, focus in. There you go. I think that's a nicer drip tip, personally.
Yeah, it looks alright, that one.
And we've got these now, which I haven't added to the site yet. But if anyone's got one of the Turins and they want this drip tip that does fit, because it's got like a bevel that fits, then we've got those. I think it actually came standard with the previous one, but it also fits this one, the previous RTA that they did. But they're interchangeable, so yeah, it's good. Those of you that bought the first one as well, you'll already have it. What have I got in there? Blackcurrant, raspberry and lime. And lastly, part of what Thunderhead Creations sent me, they sent me this Artemis. Why do they call things Artemis? They're not alone, are they? We've got the Artemis mouth to lung, and there's, I think, didn't EH Pro or Artery do an Artemis something as well? What does Artemis mean in Chinese? It must mean something, mustn't it?
It will do.
But anyway,
is Artemis not a Greek name?
Yeah, I know, but they seem to use it a lot, and I don't know why would different manufacturers all use that name. I don't know. So I've got that, the RDTA, on top of their Mech Turin Max, which is a 21700 Mech mod, which they sent me to try, and to be honest, I'm glad they did. Cracking vape. This switch, I don't know if this will come across, but the whole switch goes up, and it's also got a lock, so I think it's clockwise will lock it, so nothing at all. Anti-clockwise unlocks it, and away you go. Hello. I'm in
Tonight,
it.
Matthew, he's going to be.
Tonight, Matthew. So, yeah, what a smooth vape. When did this come out? About like middle of the year, wasn't it? I think June, July, something like that. I think this 1.5, and overlooked it completely, and it is pretty good. So I'll probably be stocking these. Let me know in chat if you think they're a good thing and you'd be interested. So I've got that, and and inside that, bet you can't guess what flavour I got in there. Just a flavour profile, you two. What would I be vaping? You know me. You ain't.
Oh, what you got in there? It'd be
Yeah.
some sort of blackcurrant. I would have put blackcurrant.
It's actually not. It's Udley bubblegum.
Oh, for God's sake. Really?
Bubblegum milkshake. And I'll tell you what, I didn't think I would like this, but I thought I'm going to give it a go. It's really, really nice. Really nice. Because they do the bubblegum ice cream, which has got the cool in it, and they do the bubblegum milkshake, which is non-cool. And I just thought, I hadn't had a bubblegum vape for a long time. So I thought I'd give it a go. And yeah, really nice. So well done, the Udley crew.
Is it overly milky shaky or is it overly bubblegum?
No, I would say there's probably more bubblegum.
Oh, yeah.
It is milky as well. It's just a nice blend.
Yeah.
It is a nice blend. Very, very good. I'm very pleased with that. So, and I think that's pretty much all I'm vaping on. Random tin of coils there. Yep, I think we're all good. So, move that to the side. I've got one or two bits that I've been sent that I can show everyone, see what they think in a little while. But we'll get to that in a little while. We'll say hello to one or two more people in chat. Albert, good evening to you. Albert Valenti. Cheech again. Natalie Hartford. Good evening, Natalie. Cheech value custard. He's in a lot. Lynn, good evening to you. One of my other spanners. Do a great job for us as always. Dion, flicking through. I think they're all duplicates. Pev, long time no see. Good evening to you. King Solo. Yeah. Did you read that, Jackson?
I did, with the glass, yeah.
So you got your chat on. Caught you out.
The huge glass.
Try and keep it in the glass this week, Jackson.
Oh, no, yes, that's the plan.
It'll definitely last you longer.
Right, Albert. What's Albert put here? Mark, I will add a review on the Ripley and Turin Elite RTA once I start using them. Yep, thank you, Albert. Look forward to reading that. That'll be good. Who else have we got? Guy Stewart. Evening, Guy. Bit late, yeah, but late on parade, but better late than never. Guy, that's not a problem. Kieran, spanner number 3 has arrived. Bosh. Evening, Kieran. And Kieran's got all his electrics done now. And, yeah, he will also... No, should I tell him? No, I'll let Kieran tell him on his channel. Kieran's just bought something. So there'll be a review coming for something from Kieran. Only half gave it away, Kieran. Barry Rose.
Just give it away where he's got it.
Evening to you, Barry. Who else have we got? Daniel, Coil, evening, Coil. How are you? And I think they're all... Grateful Ant. That's a new one. And I think I'm all there. Yep, I caught up. We're down the bottom. So, what we've all been doing. Jackson, you've done a review, haven't you? I noticed.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. The Wasp King. The freaking King. Oh, don't. I picked it because obviously... you know me. If I like the look of something, I buy it and then obviously review it. And obviously, especially with Umi, I like quite a lot of their sort of tanks, RTAs and RDAs and stuff. And obviously, one of the reviews the other week, I done obviously the the Wasp RTA number 2, and obviously I liked it. So I thought, oh, they got a new RDA out as well, the Wasp King. So I thought, oh, we'll have that. You know, being as it's mesh as well as single coil, we'll have some of that. So I brought it thinking, oh, you know, it's going to be a good RDA, and fucking shockingly crap, to be fair with you.
Really?
Just the airflow on it, it don't make sense to myself. I think it's awful, and I mean really awful. Well, so with the airflow, you've got obviously on the post, I call them oblongs. So you've got 3 oblongs on each side of your post, and then obviously your top cap that comes on. However, the top cap is different, so it's slanted. So you've got these slants. Now, when you fit your top cap down to your airflow, you've got that many slots at different sort of angle. The air it just don't work. It's hitting off, you know, the steel slants as well as your open slants, and then trying to even cut it down. You know, you're cutting it down for obviously a tighter draw. The air ends up coming in at the back end of the coil, so your coil's literally sitting here and your air's coming in the corner of your coil, which just don't work. And then, you know, to sort the airflow out a little bit correct, you've got to vape it fully open. But even at fully open, the air's all over the place, and it's that much air. It just takes the flavour away. It just does the opposite to what it's meant to do. And you know, I just don't. To be fair with you, you know, a company like Umie, I quite like a lot of their tanks. I really do. But with this one, I might be totally wrong, but you sit there afterwards and you know, you do a review and you try and vape it, and it's just crap. And then you think, is anybody that's suggested this idea with the airflow even a vapor? Or is it somebody that's just thought, oh, this looks good, we'll do it, and then put it out there? Do you get what I mean? So I don't know. I think it's a rushed product myself, and it just don't work. It really don't work with the airflow. So which I can't see them doing. Obviously, people in chat obviously will know better than me, but they've got to get it any decent, to get any decent flavour coming off the actual RDA. You've got to change the top cap of the RDA. I really do think you've got to change it, because the slats, where they've slotted them like this, it don't work. So to correct it, to get anything decent, surely the top cap needs to be your 3 oval, if that makes sense, which lines up with the 3 oval on the actual deck on the post, and then slowly putting it down. You know, to get that, you need air directly into the coil, hitting the coil, where this don't do it.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like hard to explain, because it's like the air's hitting walls, a number of walls. That's the way I try and explain it, because you've got, you know, your slants here, may have a little gap here, and it may have a little gap here, but you've got another slant over here. So it's, you know, a lot of the air's hitting a wall as in such, and then it's trying to find, because you're pulling it up through the mouthpiece, through the drip piece. It's still the air that's hit the actual walls, shall we say, is still trying to find itself to get into the opening, into a hole, which it naturally does anyway. Yeah. So it's just a massive letdown, to be fair with you, Mark. I was expecting obviously big things from it, because I've had, you know, decent stuff off them, and then it's just, you know, when you sit there and you think, what a waste of 23 quid.
Is that what it was? 23 quid.
It was. I just sat there and I just thought, no, for God's sake. I tried it single coil. Then I tried putting the mesh in, their new double mesh strips. I thought, oh, that looks good. We'll have a go with that. And there's nothing there. It's awful. It really is. So it peeved me off a little bit. Because then you're thinking, I should have spent 23 quid on something bloody better.
Yeah.
But no, you live and you learn, don't you?
They either get it horribly right or horribly wrong, I think, don't they?
Well, this is it. And it's like Go on, James.
Go on, James.
I was going to say, the way that when I was watching the review myself, and I wholeheartedly agree with you on the airflow configuration on the deck and the top cap is a total mismatch, absolutely. But it looks like what they've tried to do, and this is only speculation, is they've tried to make it indirect airflow. So it circles the mesh, but we all know that it's got to actually be dead on the middle, or it's just going to give you a dry hit.
Well, this is it. It's like cutting it down, which I'll obviously show you on the review. You've got your coil band slap in the middle, like sort of this, and then we all don't like full airflow, so we'll cut down, and we'll have some of us may have a little bit open, a little bit more. You're getting air coming in the corner of the coil. Now, how is that ever going to work? It's never going to work. Ever.
No,
It
not
ain't
at all.
going to work. It's as simple as that. So surely when they put this all together, wherever they put it together and sort of sat there testing it, they must have thought to themselves, air coming in the back end of the coil, it just don't work. But they've still stuck it out there. So it is a bit annoying that way because, you look at some of their tanks and to me, I really do like them. And then you get something like this and it's just...
I'm listening, by the way. They sent me something. I can't find it now.
One thing that you obviously myself and Jackson obviously spoke about this particular RDA throughout the week, and you said a quote, and I actually agree with you. Somebody who'd put this together clearly doesn't vape.
Yeah, well, they can't do. That's my conclusion, because I think any vapor, no matter if you've been vaping a year to 10 years, sort of gets the gist of where you need your sort of airflow and what sort of airflow. It's obviously what we prefer when it comes to honeycomb and stuff like that, or wide open slots. It's all individual preferences. But with this thing, I just can't see it being a vapor that's sort of, yes, we'll do this. I think it's got to be somebody in the company that's never fucking vaped in their life. I really do.
No, I agree. I agreed with you, because it's a good idea. They're just poorly executed. The outside top cap.
Like I said in the review, though, they call it the Wasp King. The fucking king ain't here.
He's left the building.
Is that the Wasp glow stick thing that they've sent you?
Yeah, do you know what? I haven't even tried it, if I'm honest. There you go.
Oh, what's this, Mark?
What?
What's this? It lights up. I'm liking this.
God, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
So it's basically got the Wasp RDA kind of stuck on the top, and is it built-in battery, or is it
it is
18650?
Oh, everything's built in. I'm terrible in it. I haven't even looked at this thing. But yeah,
so it's basically a Wasp with a battery stuck to its arse.
Top cap. That would aim directly at the coil, Jackson. Straight through there, straight on the coil.
Yeah.
Have it. Mind you, those coil legs would be a long way away. Maybe that's why I didn't try it. You look how far them coil legs would be away. Hang on. Come on. Focus in. Look at them.
Yeah.
Look at them bad boys. They'd be miles apart, wouldn't they?
Probably put a 2.53mm coil in there. It'd probably work out pretty well for you.
How wide are they apart? Let's have a look.
Is he getting the calipers out?
Well, I'm having a look here. Yeah, you've got to measure things, James. You know that. 14 millimetres apart from outside to outside. So that's a long way apart. But they sent me that some time ago, to be honest. I'd forgotten all about it until you mentioned the company, and I thought, they sent me something. Where is it? It's here somewhere. So there you go. That's where that is. Well, you never know, Jackson. Christmas is coming, mate. You never know.
I know. But it is, though, Matt. It's mad when obviously you've got, yes, it's an RTA, but it's their latest RTA, as far as I'm aware, is obviously the RTA 2. But, you compare that, which come out, I think it come out the same time as the King, unless the King come out slightly after. But I think that's a cracking vape. I really do. For single coil, and then you come to an RDA like that. Which ain't worth any vape whatsoever. It really ain't. So just don't. If anybody wants to buy it, just don't buy it.
So anyone thinking of buying it, go and watch Jackson's review to have a word with yourself.
Yes.
So what you were?
Well, I was going to say, while we're on the subject of Jackson, he's hit a very special milestone as well, hasn't he?
Oh yes, yes. Do you know what? I'm kicking myself because I meant to put that in the title tonight. Well done to you. So I apologise for that.
Oh yeah. No, thanks. No, obviously, massive thanks to everybody that subscribes and watches my video. So it's the public. So massive thank you. Really appreciate that. No, the other night, obviously, when I got the 500, I had. Yeah, I don't know how you put it. You get a smile, but you get that grin. you get, the happy grin sort of thing.
A warm grin.
Yeah. It was
the grin
something,
of
obviously,
all your hard work paying off.
yeah, well, obviously, I like to think that, yeah. Obviously, I was aiming for sort of that sort of number for sort of Christmassy sort of time. That's what I would have liked to have hit going forward. But obviously, touch wood, I got it a little bit sooner than I hoped. So yeah, I'm well happy with it. Really happy.
So what was it? Because I do remember when I started, and there are little milestones, and I think 500 was. I think 100 was first, then 500, then 1,000. I thought, if I can just get to 1,000, it won't feel like I'm talking to no audience. It'll feel like some people are there.
Yeah.
But whenever you got to a milestone, even like 100, you get 100, and you go, yay, 100, and you look again, there's 98.
Well, that's what happened with me. Obviously, it was the other night when I was watching something, and then thought, oh, check it. Checked it it's about 11, something like that, and it come up 500, and obviously I was well happy. Woke up in the freaking morning, and I was back down to 499. I thought, for God's sake. Do you know what I mean? I thought, oh, cracking.
So,
you're happy
come on.
hitting the 5.
If you're in chat and you unsubscribed, come on, be honest. Man up.
I know, yeah. I know. But yeah, obviously 500 for me, I think is massive.
Well, I think we've done really well, really well. How long's that taken you?
Just over a year.
Just over a year. Yeah, I mean, you in your head, you might think should have all happened before now. You may be thinking that, but honestly, 500, it takes a lot these days to get people to hit that subscribe button. It really does.
Yeah.
So
I get that.
And once you get, it's weird. I'll tell you this much, and you'll probably appreciate this. Once you do get to 1,000, you seem to get to 2,000 very quickly. Whether YouTube promote you more, put the thumbnails out there more, or what it is, I don't know. But you'll just find that you'll go from 1,000 quickly to 2,000. So keep working hard, Jackson. Keep
I'm happy with it. And, a thing with me, obviously, is 99% of the stuff I buy myself anyway, so it's not all the new, latest and, exclusive stuff out there. Some of it's old, some of it's new, some of it's, here, there, everywhere. So I'm really happy for that. And with the views as well, especially not being constant new stuff after new stuff after new stuff. People are enjoying sort of some of the older stuff back then.
Got a little bone to pick with you about views.
What?
I've got a little bone to pick with you about views.
Come on.
I think you got more views than me on the Ripley. Gutted.
Oh, yes. Nearly 3K, I think.
3,000 views on the Ripley. That's for a man with 500 subs. That's massive. So well done, mate.
Yeah, it's absolutely huge.
Happy with that.
Yeah,
I'm really, really happy with that. And again, just a massive thank you to people who even click on it to even watch it. So no, I'm really happy.
What are you contended with, James, in that room?
My cat.
Sounds like your cat is going crazy. Oh dear.
I'm so sorry. It's like they say, don't work with children or animals, and I'm stuck with one in a room. I can't really help it, I'm afraid.
Tina said that that our dog Winston, he's like the Tasmanian devil, and I did say to everyone the other week I'd try and show him a clip. So I don't know if I can find it.
Yeah.
This was taken how long ago? 2-3 weeks ago, something like that. But you'll see if I can get it on here. Here he goes. This is a walk where we live. He's just mental, isn't he?
He doesn't even know if he's part rabbit or not, just the way he's bouncing around like that.
Doesn't he make you laugh? He's just having so much fun. I love to see it.
It's your other dog. He's just like, right, mate, calm down.
Yeah, he has grown quite a lot since this video. He's grown quite a lot, but there's the hand of master there. So, there you go. There's Winston. So everyone can see how Winston's getting on. He's doing really well. He's becoming a lovely, lovely dog. He's lost his front teeth, his first ones, and he's got his second ones through now, and he's not biting as much and trying to chew on your fingers and stuff, which is heavy because he was a bit of a chewer. So that's nice. Kieran, there we go. That's what I didn't want to tell you. I knew what you'd ordered, Kieran. I just didn't want to give it away, but you have now. So yeah, he's ordered the Molan. I noticed Kieran's got the Cthulhu, like the billet box, so he can compare the bridges now. So I'm really pleased you got that, Kieran. I'm delighted you've got that. So be very interested to hear what you say about it. So, what on earth was that?
Sorry,
I think
it was my tank.
We're going to call James the Disruptor. Yeah, so no, that's really good. Looking forward to Kieran's review, and I would think one or two other people in chat will be looking forward to that as well, Kieran. Christian, what's Christian put? Will that fit on the broadcast? There's a test. Evening, everyone. Has anyone tried the Pyro 4 yet? Not enough reviews online to help make my mind up. I think only possible con is the fill port, but still tempted though. I haven't even seen it. I'm going to be honest. The Pyro. Who makes the Pyro?
Vandy Vape, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Yes, it is. I think it's Vandy Vape. Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked at that. I was looking at that when it came out. I don't know. I was looking at it and I was tempted, but I just left it. I just thought, nah, it's not for me. I just left it, and it was a quick look, so I didn't really.
My only advice would be if he's kind of tempted, maybe wait for maybe a couple of more reviews to come out on it. That's kind of because I haven't tried it either. I think the only one I tried was the original, and we're talking years ago.
We stopped at the original. I just couldn't. I thought I've heard of the Pyro. Why can't I think of the Pyro? Fourth rendition, I guess, of it. I think we had the first two. Don't think we went beyond that. So
it's been out a few months now, hasn't it? It has been a few. I think it's been out probably 5 months.
Has it?
Is it?
I don't know.
I think it's definitely a few months, yeah, because I remember looking at it. So I would have thought it wouldn't be too much to pick it up now. Probably 20 odd quid, wouldn't it? 23, 24 quid, I would have said. Something around there.
It's funny, isn't it, that in times gone by, if a new RTA or something came out, or an RDTA came out, there would be reviews everywhere about it. Now, like, I don't like watching other people's reviews. I do mine first, then I might have just make sure that I'll do a search for that product on YouTube and make sure I come up, that I've got my things right. You know, what they call they'll come to me in a minute. You know what I mean? Where you put the comma. Can't remember what it's called. Key tags.
The hash. Oh yeah.
Key tag. I want to say hashtags as well, James, and I knew it was wrong.
Yeah.
So used to Instagram stuff. But yeah, there's this Turin. There wasn't many reviews of that at all. You know, I think Vic has done it, and I think Mike Vapes has done it. I think that was about it. Well, at the time, yeah.
Yeah, not many at all. You see, is there?
Really,
I think the thing with certain tanks as well. I've noticed myself with certain tanks, you'll get hundreds and hundreds of reviews of that one thing. Weird, isn't it? And then some things only overseas people tend to review it and not the English. I don't know. It's strange. It's very strange.
Oh, James is bored. He's gone.
James is gone. Cat's through the lead.
Yeah, he's bored. He's had enough. Another king that's left the building.
I know, yeah.
He's probably gone to throw the cat over next door. Go away, cat. I can just hear that. I think it must be a ball with bells in it or something. I just kept hearing it clanking away. I thought, whatever is it? Mark Trigwell. I love the Molan, a top-notch bridge. I agree, Mark. I think it's very, very, especially when you consider the money. I've known bridges that cost knocking towards 100 quid that this really does put to shame. So, yeah, very, very good. What's this? 25 quid. So that's cheap for a bridge. Mm.
Yeah, massive difference.
I got some news on that. I don't know if James is coming back, is he? I
would have thought.
No, I was just looking, make sure I don't miss his signal coming in. It hasn't come in yet. Perhaps he hasn't paid his phone bill, Jackson. What do you reckon?
I the meter.
Should we start a rumour?
Oh, the flipping meters, the key meters, and the card meters. Flipping hell.
I might as well discuss it now. Actually, these inserts. Oh, I've got one here on the end of a screwdriver. I was playing away. That's the one that I've drilled. But the Molen inserts, the airflow inserts. I've been talking to Ambition Mods, and I think someone put on their Facebook. Well, they did. I know they did. That they agreed with me that it could do with a 1.6 millimeter airflow. And I put on there that I agree. And to be honest, they didn't recognise me on their group because it's under Mark, not under Naturevape. And he queried it. He said, "Are you Mark from Naturevape?" I said, "Yeah, I am. Yeah." He said, "Would you seriously recommend we do it?" I said, "Yes, I would." And they're going to do it. Some various airflow holes, I think, and they're going to send them to me. Yeah. I'm going to check them out for them, and I'm going to give them my suggestion as to which one I think they ought to go ahead with. So, anyone interested, there might well be some additional airflow inserts for the Molen, which would be great.
I think a lot of people will be interested in them, won't they?
Yeah, I think so. You can't have enough, can you, in airflow inserts? Because if you're relying on that purely for your airflow, I think you should have a few more. I mean, when you... Where is it? Where's my box? Where's my box? Where's my box? I can't find anything tonight, but like the Thunderhead Creations, I've put it somewhere. Their airflow box, what have they got in there? 8? Something like that.
Yeah, that's what you like, though.
Yeah, here's one in here, in the bottom here. I had another one laying around somewhere. Yeah, so a 3, 6, 7. Go on, 7, I do apologise. So, you know, there's a lot of different variations there. Oh,
yeah, that's what you need. That's what people like, isn't it? You want that.
James's Wi-Fi has gone, everybody.
Oh, flipping hell.
He's not having a lot of luck, bless his heart, is he?
He ain't, to be fair. He ain't.
Hopefully he gets that going again and he can come back. I'll leave the thing open. I'll just leave it. We'll just be on top of each other, Jackson. Or would you like to be number one and come up to my level?
Whatever. I'm happy. I'm happy wherever I am.
I'm going to put you at number one, Jackson, because with 500 subs...
You're looking down on me.
There you go.
Oh,
Oi, we'll tell him he's demoted.
I'm honoured.
He's gone over you now. Right. You've been demoted. You've gone downstairs.
That's okay. Apologies, my internet literally just crashed because the wife's obviously doing coursework as well, and she just went, "Yeah, it's died," and then I froze on screen. So I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm hopefully back up and working as well. Right. So
can't be helped. Yeah, you're coming through fine, so it can't be helped. Oh, we thought you'd gone to kick the cat over the garden fence. That's what
No, he has.
No. No, Jackson next door just kicked him back.
Cool.
Cat for sale, small black cat for sale.
What all you've missed, James, is we were talking about the Molen airflow inserts, and I was saying that Ambition Mods are going to make some variants and send them to me, like putting one in the middle because there was a 0.8 and I think it was a 2 mil. They're going to do, or 2.5 mil, 2.5 mil. They're going to do like 1.6 and areas around there, and send me some variations for me to try for them, and hopefully there'll be some more. So that'd be good.
That's pretty good. So you'll be like a little beta test to see how they get on.
Yeah, I mean, I get on really well with Ambition Mods, and you know, I look after them well, and they look after me well. And they're one of these companies that they listen to what you've got to say, and if they've made a mistake, they'll address it. They've always been good like that. Remember, they made a mistake with the Easy Mod. They addressed that so well. They just and they sent me all new 510s to change the whole lot. So you can't ask for more than that, can you? Can't ask
No,
for
definitely not.
No.
more. Unlike your chippy old mod, Jackson, we won't go into that, eh?
No, we won't go into that. No, we won't.
Just the look in his face, you can see he was still bitter about that.
Yeah. Yes, we have, yeah.
I don't know if you saw Coil's comment, Jackson. It's like the Mutant X RDA airflow from 19 oat cake. So, message for you there. Right, no, finally get into it. Right, yeah, that's right. So, Kieran, it's taken him the Cthulhu to get into the borrow tank style bridges. You have opened a box of no return now, though, Kieran, don't you? You do know that it will fascinate you, and this is just the start of your journey. What's this? Cheech. The dominoes are starting to fall. Rumble will be the next big video platform. What? I don't know what it means. Who knows with Cheech? Right, okay, that's Christian talking to Daniel. So, yeah, we were talking about reviews. So you've reviewed that, Jackson. Have you reviewed anything, James?
The Cabale.
The what, sorry?
The Cabale.
Right. Why don't I get your thumbnails? I keep pressing the bell thing. I'm sure I don't get them.
I don't know.
It's really weird. Really weird. So I'll have to check that again. Because I looked into this before because I thought I get Jackson's, I never get yours, your notifications. Weird.
It's just YouTube, isn't it? It's just YouTube and YouTube.
Yeah. That is Cheech on about the caliber action and not too shabby eye. Oh, he's got a different version. He's his nay too shabby. Put it up there for you, Jackson. You can see it. Adrian, what's that? I generally like a long coil. We were talking about the Umie thing, weren't we? Long coil. I don't understand why people prefer short coils. Yeah, for direct lung, I guess. And in general, I guess the bigger surface area you can have on a coil, in a lot of cases, the better off you are. As long as that matches and marries up with the airflow that's going onto it, I would say. Really?
Definitely.
Oh, that's a chat within chat within chat. Anyone tried the new Vapors Cloud RTA? Is it?
No.
Is it the lethal?
Is it?
No, it's. I don't know. I honestly can't remember. I can't keep up with the market anymore. It's just the thing is they seem to churn out every company seems to churn out a lot of stuff before Christmas, and we all end up losing track of who's done what and where's come from where and what is which and how big it is and how small it is. It's just the way, especially at Christmas time.
I haven't tried it, but you're right as well, and it doesn't help when they call things the same, like the thing I was showing you a little while ago. It's the version 1.5 and the Pyro as well, version 4. You think, what's version 4? It's hard enough to remember cars, which Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, etc., isn't it? So it's even harder with that. Something about Viagra with that. I think we'll move off that from Coil. I didn't even read it. I assume you're allowed to say that on here. Of course, we've got the... did we touch on it? A new variant?
Oh, for God's sake, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Masks now, isn't it? From today, mandatory masks. Well, saying that though, we went out today because obviously I have a day off on a Tuesday, so I drop the kids off, and then me and Mrs. go and do a few bits, whatever and whatnot. We went shopping today over a few places. Nobody's got no mask on. You got the odd one or two.
Really?
Yeah, honestly, really. It's literally.
I think
No
people
mask.
are a bit fed up now with being told, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's a bit. I
Yeah.
saw a guy on the telly last night, so I don't care what the government are saying. Christmas is happening this year, and no one's going
Yeah.
to stop it.
Yeah.
And you kind of get that. I mean, you just feel yourself. When I heard about this new variant, I just, sort of head in hand. You're like, oh no, here we go again. Surely when
But,
this go on.
from like I was watching the Channel 4 news before, obviously coming on here, and there was a woman, like one of the broadcasters, where it was out in the street, and she caught two guys getting off a bus, and she went, "Excuse me, sorry to bother you, but why are you guys not wearing masks on public transport?" And they literally like head under their jackets and like try to walk away from the camera. But the second you see her going into a shop, she puts a mask on and walks in, and she's talking to somebody inside a shop, and that person's wearing a mask. It's so strange.
Yeah.
And she even says, you're putting people at risk by doing this, and
Yeah, but
people could even look her in the eye.
because the last 18 months we've all had to deal with all of this for the last 18 months. Look, at last Christmas it was a bit of a shambles, weren't it, with everything, people not seeing families and things like that. So I think it does have to come a time where you still got to plod on with your life and see your families and everything like that.
It is, isn't it? I mean,
It is, yeah.
Such a hard one. I've been pretty vigilant with wearing a mask all the way through. I mean, as probably most people know what I do at my other job. So I'm going to car dealerships where, should we pigeonhole car salesmen as probably not being the most careful group of people. It's just the nature of the beast. So I've always, right the way through, I've gone, I don't mind working on the forecourt or in a corner of a workshop without a mask. But when I go through into the showroom, and I've always mask, always. I have done all the way through. And I know people have, like, took the piss out of me and said, "What are you doing? Some sanding down or something?" Oh, yeah, you got your mask on. But I don't care. I haven't caught it up to this point, touch wood.
Yeah.
And I haven't been ridiculous. I've just been taking reasonable precaution. And I think that's all. Just be sensible, I think.
Yeah, this is it, isn't it? I think that's what you've got to look at. You've got to be sensible. It's like me, obviously, when it first all come in, because obviously I suffer an illness, a life-threatening illness, and I lost my job. Literally overnight. COVID fucking come out. The doctors got in touch. Work got in touch. Boom! I was out of a job instantly. And then it was sort of like, I've got kids, and I'm not being funny. I'm not sitting at home claiming. I'm not that sort of guy. I like to be out there working. I got 4 kids that I want to pay for. I want to provide for. So I had to go out. I think I went about 10 or 12 weeks with no job, with no money, and then luckily sort of got another job. Had to explain to obviously the company, because the company didn't want to take me, because obviously the illness, basically, all you get told is if anything happens to you, go and die on us, and then we get sued, blah blah blah. So I had to go down the route of getting letters off the doctors, just to back me up, saying I work. And I was very, very cautious at the start, wearing the mask and everything, and I still got COVID.
Yeah, you
Do
did.
you know what I mean? So it's hard. It is a hard one. But like I said, we've been that long now, especially with the elderly. The elderly folk, the parents and stuff. Can you go another year? Another Christmas, we're not seeing your folks and stuff like that. So it's
in some ways, you think, like, my mother's nearly 90, and you think, if I don't see her reasonably regularly, it's going to kill her off anyway, type of thing. Do you know what I mean? So.
Like you said there, Mark, your mum will be looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah.
When you come around and see her, and with thousands, millions, and more people, that the older ones, they're looking forward to seeing, the grandkids and everything like that. And I think, if you just use common sense where it's necessary, I think we should carry on plodding on.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. Adrian, Naturevape, are you going to stock the spare polycarbonate tank section for the Thunderhead Creations Elite Pro, preferably PT, TG, or Ultim? They only make one, don't they? Just the clear, or like milky clear. Where's my?
Yeah, I think it is.
It's downstairs. I don't know if they're going to do any more, but good point, Adrian, because they don't last forever, especially if you put aniseed juice or something. That'll probably crack it. So yeah, I probably will get some spares. That you can use the glass. We all know that, so you're not absolutely goosed if that does break. But yeah, good point. I didn't think of stocking them. I've got the spare glasses, bubble and straight. But yeah, forgot about that. Well done. Thanks, Adrian. Dad, got it wrong again. Patrick Pyle, nice looking dog. Thank you, Patrick. Yeah, he's lovely. He's lovely. I've always had a dog. I can't imagine life without a dog. I know you lost yours, didn't you, Jackson?
Yeah, it killed me. That did. That broke my heart.
I know.
That killed me. I'll be honest. I couldn't stop fucking crying.
No.
It hurts really bad.
Yeah.
So I'd love another dog, Mark. You know I would, but it's. I don't know, because it's still raw to me. Obviously, I was with him when he got put down, and I was laying on the floor because he was a big bloody dog, a massive. He was a small bloody horse.
Yeah.
Bloody thing. You know, so I was laying there with him, and then I don't think at the minute where I'm at the minute, same with the missus, we're, you know, to get another dog, I get that, and then it's losing them again. I don't think
I know. I get you completely.
Really
it's heartbreaking. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because it is. It's another, you know, it's another kid in it. You know yourself. You know, you're bringing them up from the start. You're training them. You know, taking them out for walks, and I don't know. It's just they're always with you. They know when you're sad.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah,
you know, they come. It's another person. I know it's a dog, but to me, it's another person. So I think it'll take me a while. Yeah, I do. I think when the kids leave home, I think we'll get a few. No,
substitute the kids. Every child that leaves, you get a dog to replace it.
I will do.
You got a message here from Proper Coils. I'll put it in chat if you haven't already seen it. He's saying congrats on the 500.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Right, Christian, this is about the pyro again, I guess. Yeah, Tempted has not had a true RDTA since way back when I had the Limitless, so years ago. So something a bit different than usual RTAs these days. Yeah, I'm sure I saw with this one, the Thunder Creations one, that I'm sure I saw someone use wire to feed that. I've just dropped the cotton in. God, do I dare show my coil?
Yeah,
did that the other week and went, no, I'm not going to have the walk of shame with this one. This bubble gum's all right. I don't know if you can see it. I've just dropped that straight down, and that's the fill bit in front of you. Brilliant way you put the coil in on this. Just one screw tightens up both posts.
That's quite handy.
Yeah, so you just put your it's like a postless deck. I cut it to 4mm if anyone's got one that are interested. 4mm I cut it to, pushed it down, one screw, tightened them both up, lined it into place, wick through, dropped it down, done.
Yeah,
it's probably the easiest one I've ever done. Vapes well.
So does it wick the old fashioned Genesis way then? Like or has it got cables, or what? How does it wick properly then? Does it come up or?
Well, it's an RDTA, so it soaks up, obviously, but I've just used cotton. I haven't used any steel rope or anything like that. I've just literally stuffed the cotton through, and it keeps up really well, really well. And I suppose being on a mech, you're going to feed it more with how you're vaping rather than, like a normal box mod. You'd be more down on it, wouldn't you? But a mech, I think you tend to do it that way.
Right. Yeah.
I think the last RDT I had was the V-God Pro, I think it was. So we're talking a while back now.
Right.
It was obviously velocity still deck. It was pretty decent, but I personally thought that the wicking holes for the cotton could have been bigger.
Right. Yeah.
It is what it is. They're much older.
I might do a review on that. I think I'm probably going to stock these as well, even though it's quite old. I wouldn't normally go back to a 6-month-old RDT.
Yeah.
But it vapes well. I don't, I've vaped a lot of stuff, and I can, Jackson, and you, James, when you vape something, you think, yeah, that's good. I wouldn't think there's a lot. It could come out brand new, fresh this week. I don't think much would beat this as a vape.
Yeah, I know, man.
Do you know what I mean? It's going to
Yeah, I get
stand the test of time, this thing, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, I get that.
You know, and you can extend it up to 4 mil as well, I think. There's an extender thing in it. So that's pretty good. So I don't know if we really answered your question there, Christian. Sorry about that. It wasn't really a question. Yours was more of a statement, but we're just trying to discuss the RDTAs now, I suppose. It's now a good time for me to show you what I've been sent and see. I haven't even looked at some of it. I've had Watofo contacted me. In fact, let's do the Thunderhead stuff first. The Coles. Come here, come here, come here. Chucking boxes everywhere. Yeah, so that's the tube for the mech mod. I think they want to sell me some of their coils, you know. They sent me some more of their... I didn't use their coil in it. That's their handmade coils.
Oh, yeah.
Baby Alien. Something just dropped between my legs. What was that? Ah, yeah, this is the... I think there's a new insert for that version 1.5. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell. Oh, well. I'll plead ignorance. This is a new insert for it that they're doing. I haven't tried that yet.
Oh, yeah.
And that fits this version 1.5. I seem to remember she said, I'll send you our latest insert as well, which is I don't think it's even out yet. So I'll give that a go soon.
Yeah.
Put that back in there. This is why I love dealing direct with the manufacturer, because they tell you about stuff and explain it a bit better normally. Another baby Alien coil there. What's the difference in? Oh, that's a 0.4. So you can't really see that very well. It's in packets. And see if I can
Quite big packaging. It's quite big packaging for coils. Isn't it?
It
Normally
is,
they're
yeah.
in just a little tin or... Yeah, it's quite big packaging.
No, I'm not going to lie. I haven't even looked at this. I think it's an RDA. What is it? It is Turin Max. Anyone seen that? All their packaging comes like this. You have seen it.
That's pretty nice.
How's that come off? Told you I hadn't looked at it, didn't I? I can get that off there, but I want the top cap off. Oh, that's off. Ooh.
Yeah.
Not too shabby, Jackson.
Yeah. I was thinking
Nice
that.
So I'll perhaps give
design in there.
I'll give that a look and a go as well. Perhaps have that going up for next week. So just showing. I mean, if you've seen these things, I don't know how old that is. No idea. Don't know when that came out. But if I'm boring people in chat, just let me know and I'll stop. I'm just trying to. There's so much stuff, you know. You think some of this stuff that, you know, I haven't seen it before, so I'm guessing a lot of you won't. That's the tube the Turin Max came in, still in their like aluminium containers.
The packaging's really good, isn't
All
it?
that containers you can use as a stand, can't you, with the RDAs or an
Yeah,
RDA or
yeah.
whatever.
It's good stuff. Right, so that's all the last of theirs. And as I said, Watofo contacted me. So I've shown you that, the next mini. Yeah. Quite impressed with that. It's pretty good. What else have they sent? Oh, spare glass for a profile. There's a Troll X. There's 4 things in there. Profile. Don't know, it's still in the box. I haven't opened it yet. So that's one. If any of these take your interest, tell me and I'll... So that's the profile as well. PS. PS? Can't really see a lot. Should have opened these, shouldn't I? Should have opened them. What's this one? That's the Troll. Troll X.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Right.
I've seen that one as well.
What was the first one? The profile M mark, weren't it?
Yeah.
Mesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, cracking tank.
Is it?
Yeah, I've got that reviewed. That cracking.
And the
It is a mess.
Endura kit.
Mini or the big one?
Oh, mini.
Yeah, I've got that. That's good as well.
That's good, is it?
Yeah, it's not too shabby.
Not too shabby. So
My God, it's funny to see that Jackson's like, got it.
got that. Did you review it, Jackson?
I did, yeah. Yeah, it's
You did.
good. Good little mod and tank, to be fair. The tank ain't too shabby.
Right. That's a stock coil, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
So
Is
there you go.
the Endura is the one with the little. Is it a pod tank or is it a
That's,
a 510
that's the
tank?
mod.
Oh, it's that one.
Yeah.
That's the one you said you liked,
Well,
wasn't it?
obviously, it depends on what colour. I don't know what colour you've got, Mark. But you've got the leather sort of bit around the side.
I've got what I would tan leather, I suppose you'd call it.
Yeah. But it's a nice little mod, and it does, it sits in the hand quite nice. It does sit in the hand quite nice.
Yeah. So thank you, Watofo, for sending that stuff over, and I will have a look. I don't think they've ever sent me anything before, so that's a new.
You definitely want to try the Profile M.
Right.
RTA though, Mark.
Right.
And Kieran is saying that the Torin Max is really good. He reviewed that a while ago as well. Just
Right.
spotting that in chat.
Right. Thanks, Kieran. Right. Sorry, an email just came through. It's a bit of an odd one. Craig, Michael, good evening. I'm here, buddy. I don't know if he's talking to us or someone in chat. No idea, but evening to you. What else have I missed in chat? Anything? OBS ain't right there, chat. We've got sales going on in chat. You noticed that? Guy Stewart is selling an OBS Engine Nano to Craig. Crack on, it's a swap shop. Oh, I don't mind that at all. That's good. Isn't that nice that if someone can link up in chat and make use of something? How good's that? So I think that's good. Nano single coil. Right, sorry, I haven't been looking at chat because I've got all that stuff out, so I was having a look through. Oh, right, that's something about Facebook there. Yeah, it's a chat within chat. I'll skimp over it. Kieran, Naturevape, easy fix is to unsubscribe, then resubscribe and hit. Oh, right, okay, that's about yours. So you're going to lose a subscriber very briefly, James.
Okay.
I've got unsubscribe, resubscribe, subscribe.
Because it was I think you actually put a comment on that review that I had done for the Cabello.
I did. I saw that one. Yeah, I saw that one.
That's the only one I've done so far. Like I've got a couple of other ones that I've got in mind, but I just need the time to do it. It's a really good tank. I'm very, very surprised with the capillary action of that. You know, the device that's in the middle is
right.
It's definitely going to change the market. Obviously, it's already started with the Kumo from Aspire. And I even said that in the review. If you can't afford the steam pipes Cabello, then get the Kumo, because it's basically the same. It's basically the same tank, apart from it doesn't have an air insert. It's yeah.
I think. Sorry, I was listening to you, but I was reading what Cheech had put. I think it's start talking about. Let's put Cheech's comment up. Something about strikes coming on YouTube again. Is that a thing? I don't know. Are people getting strikes again?
Yeah, Mike's on 2 strikes and Grim's on 1 so far. And I think Jay Hayes was on a live earlier on and he was talking about older platforms and that vapors used to use, and I think Rumble was one of them.
Right. I was thinking boxing when I heard, the rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble. I thought, what's going on? So Adrian talking to Kieran about the notifications. I'm not that far behind, am I? No. No, with masks, Mark Trigwell says, I think it's mandatory in certain venues, shops, for it. I thought it's all shops again now. I thought it was.
As far as I'm aware, it's mandatory.
because
all shops.
on the news, like what 7 o'clock is it was compulsory. That's what I read.
Yeah, like Daniel
Not
says,
yet.
It's
Oh,
actually
right.
a lot of midnight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's law. It's law from tonight, midnight.
Not yet in pubs and restaurants, apparently. I suppose it's hard to eat and drink with a mask on, isn't it, really?
And there's a few people in chat saying that like we were supposed to do.
Oh, dear. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because Kieran works at like a restaurant typey place. Can't say the name because it'd be advertising clearly. But, yeah, it's like
getting more customers.
It's like they get the blame. It's like people that went down to the beach. Oh, they're going to cause all this COVID. They're all going down to the beach. I don't understand how you cause that by going and sitting on the beach in the fresh air. It's bizarre, isn't it? Let people. You got to let people
and you
live.
The thing is, when we took the kids, kind of near the end of their like summer holidays up here, because you guys go, your summer holidays finish a week or two after the Scottish holidays does, and the beach was busy, but everyone was kind of respectfully quite far apart from each other, so the whole beach was being used. Everyone minded their own, kept their distance, and there was no problem. It was a cracking day, and I don't see any issue with going to the beach. Like, if you're like stuck in like a sub, like doing like the underground, wear a mask because it's confined spaces. Definitely.
Swirling monk, it's endemic. Be prepared to get it. Is it now? Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, I think we've all been we've all got to face up to the fact we're probably all going to get it at some point.
Yeah, of course.
But I just, if you can, I'll defer it till the medicine's better. Till the cure is more efficient. Oh dear. What else have we got? All right. Daniel's disagreeing. Aggro in chat. Swear to disagree. If my mum and dad, myself, as well as millions and 400 people get it, likely to die, like the 150,000 that already have. Yeah, I mean that's a massive number. 150,000. They go on about
that's like what 2 football stadiums worth of people.
They go on about putting stress on the national health. What about all the death, the heartbreak for all those families as well? Horrendous, terrible. So I agree. We can't put the national health under too much stress, but there's a bigger picture than that. It's not just about that. The politicians seem to make it just about that, and I think they lose a bit of empathy sometimes on what's actually happened and what is going to happen. That's my personal opinion. I'll leave the rest for Daniel and Swirling Monk to chat about the pros and cons. There you go. And
there's like my only kind of anecdote to everything that's been happening. If people, continue to refuse to wear masks, we'll end up all getting put into lockdown again.
Yeah. Oh,
that's the sad reality. If that's what again, I can't tell people what to do because it's obviously not everyone's going to listen or going to take it all on board. And if they're not going to wear masks, it's going to go. You know what, you guys, we've given you all the facts. We've all said, look, please take our warning. If you're not, it's inevitable. Another full-blown lockdown again, and we'll all be stuck inside. That's what's going to happen. It might be after Christmas, it might be after New Year, but it probably will happen again if we continue to go down this road.
Well, it makes you laugh. Some of the masks people wear they're like homemade, and they've made them out of an old pair of knickers or something, haven't they? But
no, I've seen a few, yeah.
And you think, really, that's a chin warmer. That's not a mask.
The worst I've seen, I've got to be honest, the worst I've seen is a face cloth. So they've got a face cloth, and then they've cut out, your 4 little holes and put football laces through to make tighter lines. Honestly, I think quite a few of them.
And
That's
you just look at some people and you think,
that's me.
you know,
That is me.
it
That's
is a
tight.
bit. Don't get it.
This is a good one. Converse all lies. These new COVID variants are spreading faster than my Netflix password. Late but here. Evening, Frank Miser. Hope you're well. And Sean, next one down. Right, yeah, sorry. I'm nearly caught up, I think. Haven't I, in chat? Yes, nearly there. Nearly there. Capillary. I don't know what capillary... Gee, he comes out with some random stuff, doesn't he? Yeah, that's right. Don't forget our resident spanner. And as I mentioned earlier, Kieran, he's told you all now, so I don't mind telling it. He has bought the Molan. I'll put it in there. Dish. The Molan bridge. So, anyway, I didn't turn that light on. How nuts am I? That's why I thought this is really dull down on the table, Cam. Hang on. Is that better, perhaps?
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
Oh, bit shiny. The Molan Bridge. So he will in time be reviewing it. So anyone interested, hit over to Kieran's YouTube channel and give him a little sub and hit the bell. Then you'll get a notification. Same with Jackson's channel. Same with James's. And same with mine. There you go. There's shameless plugs all round. I think, I don't know what my subs are, so like 3.8 or something. They've stayed the same for about 6 months. I don't go up.
Really?
Yeah, I don't go up. I don't go down. They've just stayed the same.
I've been stuck on 313 for God knows how long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 313 is kind of like my lucky unlucky number. It's just stayed there. And I'm fine with that.
I do think I'm bad at asking people to sub. I never normally do. Perhaps I should do it more. Come on. Mike Vapes, Rufus, Eden Rufus. Mike Vapes can't upload for 3 months. Really?
Oh, really?
That's insane.
I mean, if you used, I know they go on algorithms, but if you used common sense, surely you would know that Mike Vapes don't really break any laws or boundaries, or he's probably one of the most professional review channels I think I know in the States. I can't think of anyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Because at the end of every review, he says YouTube links, Google links, can't do it. YouTube policy. That's kind of like his outro, and then obviously see you guys later kind of thing. And it's the same with Grim. He goes, make sure you use your Google foo, and then he obviously put links to like advocacy at the bottom of each review. So I'm completely perplexed by it. Oh, thank you, Mark.
I thought I'd put that one on there. Please, sorry. Apparently, there's different laws in Scotland. Are we doing that again? Surely we can just make the whole thing uniform. Surely, can't we just do the same thing? Make it less confusing.
I think the laws are actually like the way that obviously the laws that you guys are getting are very similar to what we already have up here. Like, you have to wear a mask on a bus, you have to wear it in a shopping centre or in a shop. If you're out in the open, you don't have to wear it. So it's kind of similar to what you guys are going into. Yeah.
Nicola has to change it a little for you, though, doesn't she?
She's like, now you must wear them outside when you leave your house.
Yeah, in England, they're doing it today. We're going to do it tomorrow. She always has to do something slightly different. Pretty sure ABC, correct me if I'm right. Oh, what did Rufus say? What did paintball accident? Eh? Oh, is it? Is that why he can't review for 3 months? Not because he's banned or something? I don't know. What is it? Is it because he's got a strike, or has he had a paintball accident? Don't know. What have I missed? Jeez, Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig should get a real job. Peppa Pig. Boris Johnson's Peppa Pig. King Solo. I tested positive twice, and both times I wouldn't have known I'd had it, even if I got tested. No symptoms, nothing. Yeah,
So this King, obviously, like King Solar, and he's a carrier for because obviously he's got no, the way that it's, obviously my wife can correct me afterwards, but I'm pretty sure that if you
can be,
have
can't
COVID
you?
and you have no
Yeah.
symptoms, then you're a carrier.
Or you can be, I
Oh,
think.
you're asymptomatic. There she goes. She's just giving me the proper medical term right there and there.
Yeah, I think, and it's something to do with your DNA as well, isn't it? They've worked it out that someone, I don't understand it, but a certain type of person won't have any problem with it at all, and another type really will. So, it's whatever card you get dealt, I guess. Sean, you can't catch it bad anymore, just like mild flu now. Is it? Why are all these people dying then?
Yeah, you think you'd catch it just as bad now as you did when it first started, didn't you? There's no difference.
I think so. I don't know.
Especially if you've got like a respiratory. I mean, it's a respiratory illness. So, like for example, I'm borderline COPD. So if it were to go for me, I would end up in hospital. There's no if buts or maybes. I would more likely, especially after having pneumonia, I'd be in hospital with it.
Yeah. I've had pneumonia as well, haven't I? So I know how bad that is. That's not nice.
Well, you were telling me obviously a while back that it still goes for you like months and months afterwards, and I am still feeling it. Yeah, I still feel it. Like I'm like, good God, I'm out of breath, and normally I'm like fit as a fiddle, as well as fit as I can be.
Has your wife noticed you're out of breath more, James? Or
yeah, yes. Are you going to stop breathing?
Is she still in the room?
No, she's not.
couldn't resist. Cheap little jive there. Masks don't work if you think they do. God help you. No, they're not. Sean, I don't think they're not a foolproof method. But you know, I think a decent mask has got to be of more help than no mask at all. I would have said it's got to be.
I mean, the masks obviously work if the shopping centre that you're going into is well ventilated as well, obviously, because then it's going to circulate fresh air in. You know, try and get as much of what you can get outside inside. So then, obviously, it will work to a degree.
My watch just told me it's time to stand. Fancy being told by a watch it's time to stand.
Is that your watch telling you to stop being a lazy bugger?
I know. I lost my mum. Oh, bless. I lost my mum to COVID. Neighbours on both sides have lost family and friends. Chosen. No, you're right, Frank. I'm really sorry to hear that. Bless you.
That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, a lot of people saying sorry to hear that as well. I've put a few up. Bosh. Condolences from Guy. Yep. Yeah, just put a few of those up. It's important. Kieran, another bacon. So bacon sandwich. What chat's thought? Brand. Hey, Kieran, where are we going with this? So bacon sandwich. What chat's thought? Brown sauce or red sauce? We've had this argument all time at home. Lol. Roll. Well, there's only one sauce, and it's red, in my opinion.
Nah, disagree. You can't be having it in red sauce and bacon sandwich.
There's something about having some daddy sauce that just doesn't sit well with me, Jackson.
Well, bacon, you've got to have smoked bacon to start with. You can't have a bacon sandwich. You've got to be smoked bacon with daddy's brown sauce.
Now you're going to start an argument over smoked or unsmoked bacon, Jackson. What have you done?
No, you need a bit of smoke. You need a bit of smoked bacon.
I'm with you with the smoked bacon, but it's got to be red sauce, and preferably you've got to have a fried egg in there as well. Love.
Really?
Yeah.
No, you're spoiling it, sticking an egg in on the bacon.
No, you're not. Oh, love.
You are.
Chat, mum and dad are fighting again over eggs.
You've got to have clover butter. So the butter's got to be clover on the bread. And then lay the bacon on top and let the bacon sizzle away the butter. No, the clover butter, that's banging. That's banging.
I can't
Rob's,
believe you two are arguing over a bacon sandwich.
there's just something about having daddy sauce that don't sit well with me in your sarnie. It's just not right. It's not right, Jackson.
Especially when it's Daddy's brown sauce. If
I'm a
you
bit
said
of
HP, I'd
a
have let you away with it, but the fact that you said Daddy's brown sauce.
It's got to be Tommy Ketchup. Got to be.
Tommy Ketchup.
Tommy Ketchup. It's got to be Tommy. Tommy Toe every time. Rob Stanley. I sat on the bus for the first time 2 weeks ago. No one wearing masks. So I'm currently self-isolating, waiting for PCR results. Feeling like shit at the moment. Thanks, Anti-Mask Brigade. Yeah, I mean, I just think that's another point. Whether they 100% help or not, I think it just gives people a little bit more, or a little less anxiety when they're perhaps sitting around people with a mask on. They think we're all being a little bit careful, all trying our best, and I think that helps as well.
Sorry, I just seen Coils. Just
Cheech
comment
is
Daddy. No, Coils was Daddy's meal.
Oh, no. Kieran thinks it's
Jesus.
brown sauce.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah, talking of which, I haven't had my booster yet. But I can get a booster now, can't I? I haven't had the booster.
I was going to say, obviously, the comment screen, Frankenmiser, there's no need to apologise. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Don't worry about
Hell
it.
no. No, definitely not. Let it out. Express yourself.
Absolutely.
Sean, 90 days before strike goes away, 1 week ban on uploads. Crikey. Right, that's my vape soon, presumably. Yeah, YouTube's privately owned company. They can do what they want. Well, they can, I suppose, can't they? Well, they're proving that. No, they can. All these companies can. Like Twitter. I mean, who thought Trump would have got banned from Twitter? But it happened, didn't it?
And it was the mere fact it was president at the time as well.
Yeah,
They just don't. It's good God, man. That's the cat again. I'm gonna have to get that put in a t-shirt. Sorry, it's not me. It's the cat.
Your cat. It's quite active, isn't it? Your cat.
Yeah, it's like he sleeps majority. He is like proper little nocturnal thing because like he'll sleep majority of the day. Then about 6 o'clock he'll wake up, and about an hour or two later he starts terrorizing the entire house when we're all trying to sleep.
Right. It stays on the record for 3 months. If he gets a third in that period, then it's all over. Crikey.
That's mad, isn't it?
That is just stupid. Surely common sense should prevail there. All right. If these algorithms pick up something, whatever they pick up, surely then a human should be involved. If people complain, so look, please look at this from a human perspective. They should do that, shouldn't they? I can't see what rules he's broken.
Especially on a larger channel, like if they go, oh right, okay, let's have this put up for review by, like you said, someone to actually watch it and go, well, I don't see anything wrong with this, or he's broken a compliance or a rule there. Yep, definitely, and actually type a response why, because then you go, what was my strike for? What did I do? And you're left with all these unknown answers apart from your policy was violated. Yeah, what part of it? It's just so vague.
This is a very good point from Kieran. Never monetized and never will. I never monetized mine either. I think if you haven't got people advertising on your reviews or whatever they ask, live streams or whatever, then who can complain that you're degrading a product or bringing the company into disrepute or whatever for something you've said? They can't, can they? So it doesn't apply so much if you're not monetized. That's my belief anyway. Are you monetized, either of you two? You're not, are you? No. I think you have to have so many subs to be monetized, don't you? I think.
I would have thought so.
1,000, I think. Again, could be
Is
wrong.
that-
I'm fairly new to
Yeah.
the
You're
YouTube
halfway
realm, but
there,
I think it's
Jackson.
about.
I'm
But I
getting
think
there.
it's
Halfway.
1,000.
You're halfway there, mate. James, you're a third of the way there.
It's going to take me a while.
Big push for James. Big push. Because, I mean, the nice thing about you, James, as well, you work in a vape shop. So your knowledge, I would have said, should be every day you're getting refreshed at work about your knowledge, aren't you? So I think that's, it should sort of stand your channel in good stead. Coming across as someone who actually knows what they're talking about, which is good.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Obviously, being human, I obviously make a few errors here and there, but that's such as life. And if I have to if I have to correct myself, then obviously I'll say, even to a customer, go, apologies, I think I was wrong. It's this coil, or it's this, or it's that. So it's not like I come across as like an absolute encyclopedia. If I go, sorry, that's the wrong coil, it's this one you need, and this is why.
No one can know everything about everything, and a
Absolutely.
man who never made a mistake, James, never made a thing. So I wouldn't worry. We all do. We all make mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely.
He risks getting his channel removed if he uploads in the next 90 days. Yeah, how many's watched? 64 watching, only 27 thumbs up. Come on, boys, you can do better than that.
If I was in Mike's position, obviously being banned, what I would maybe do is just film the reviews and just have them waiting on a hard drive, and just put them out on a schedule, and you can take some time off. That's what I would do.
Yeah, you could do that, couldn't you? You still do, and you still do. I think it was my comment about daddy sauce or something. Oh, there's your king zone with the bacon zone. You have to have mayo. End of discussion. It says mayo as well. That comes into the subject, doesn't it? And salad cream. Why does salad cream taste so good with cheese and tomato? It just does. No, I think
egg. No, egg. You want salad cream with egg, Mark. No, honestly, don't knock it till you've tried it. Honestly,
I like it
instead of mayonnaise, eggy mayonnaise, salad cream.
See,
look
what
Kieran Jackson is such a connoisseur.
Look what Kieran. Crikey, we hit 10 o'clock. Well, we're 3 minutes late, weren't we? So I'll just get to the bottom of these comments on here. Which I nearly am. Nearly am. HP sauce or nothing. Says Booty Earn. Evening to you. Put your comment in there. Mr. Intense, he gets his booster tomorrow.
As do I.
Do you? I think there's long queues for that as well, isn't there?
Yeah. No, I get mine tomorrow. So it's not going to be fun the next couple of days after that. But thing is, I've been hearing a lot of I was fine after it, and I've had people like, I felt like I've been just dragged through the mud, and I'm like, I'm hoping I'm the not affected by it, because like I had a customer who had it, and they were just like, I was ill, I was in my bed.
Really?
Like horrible flu symptoms, and I'm like, I kind of can't. One, I can't really afford that, and two, I don't want to be ill again so quickly after everything I've been through this year.
Yeah. Oh, Rob Stanley, there you go. Yeah, irony. I was on the bus going for his booster. There we are. John Voten Joe's got his booster tomorrow. Did I read somewhere about the booster and was that your blood pressure or your heart or something?
Oh, don't tell me that now. I'm like 12 hours away from getting it.
But that's the trouble. You read so much. It's like, it must be horrible being a doctor now, because you go and see the doctor, I've got these headaches, and I've Googled it. I think I know what it is. The doctor must say, oh, God, another one who's Googled it.
That's where I'm quite lucky. I just say to my wife, what's wrong with me? And she just opens her medical book and goes, tell me your symptoms. Nothing, you're a hypochondriac, stop being a whiny bastard. Just sitting there opening her book.
Gary, what's Gary put here? I never buy sub-owned tanks, direct to RTA, RDA only, but succumb to the hype from Mike Vapes, how good the new Sackers Master was, so got one. It is good, but have you seen the TPD tank? Well, no, I haven't, but I'm guessing
Really short.
It'll be 2 mil. That's
I
what
would
I like
imagine
about...
I was going to say, I imagine there'd be an extension out for that at some point, especially if it's the master kit. They'll give you a extension somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I liked about the old pods. You just pull that insert out and there's a waste of time anyway, wasn't it? We had exactly what they had. Has Kieran got 1,000 subs? So he's got more than that, hasn't he?
Yeah, he'll have more than that.
If it is for you, Kieran, well done. But I thought you'd got more than that. I always think Kieran's got more subs than he's got, though. Always have done. You need lots of watch time as well. I don't know what that is. Anyway, I think we've come to the end. Anything that I've missed? Yeah, Mark Trigwell, put that on there. Thanks for your time. Never don't be complacent. All take care. I couldn't agree more. I'll reiterate that one. There you go. Coils wrecked my surprise. Absolutely wrecked my surprise. we won't get to 60 anyway. There's only 59 watching, so yeah, I'll honour that. Everyone's tapping away. They're getting the wife to log in as well. Right.
Yeah. I was going to say, just to clarify, Kieran has 1,604K.
1,600 not. Yes, that's more than 1,000.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, there you go. Rufus,
Yeah.
1.64. Yeah.
Yep.
Sean Talley was on monetization. Yeah, I think, that they've got a bit of a hold on you. If you take the money, they've got a bit of a hold on as to how you are. And I just, for how much money it is, it's not really worth it, is it? Unless you've got, probably is for Mike Vapes. I called him Bapes then. Mike Vapes, because he's got so many subs and so many views. So it probably is to him, but not for the lower ranks such as ourselves, eh, boys?
No.
Right. Jackson led us in. Mark, lead us out. No, the other Mark. Sorry, James, lead us out. I knew what I meant. It's because I was looking down the bottom left, and that's where you are normally. Go on, James.
No worries. Well, thank you to everyone in chat for joining us this evening. It's very good, as always, to see you all conversing with one another, chatting, supporting each other. Yeah, it's been a fantastic show, and thank you to my co-casters for a laugh, as always. I have a feeling that we're going to be arguing over bacon sandwiches and sauces for the next week, so thank you so much, Kieran. And I'll pass it over to Jackson.
Cheers, James. No, massive, obviously, thank you to everybody in chat, everybody that watches now and on the replay. And just again, a thanks to everybody, obviously, to get me to that 500 subs. Thanks for subscribing and watching my channel, supporting me. So a massive thank you, because obviously I wouldn't have got there without any of you. So thank you, and I'll hand it over to the man himself, Mr. Mark.
I forgot to do something for you, Jackson, for your subs. Completely forgot that earlier. So, no, well done, Jackson. 500 subs, great achievement.
Yeah.
More of an achievement for your views, I think. I think your views are enormous for how many subs you got. So that you're getting something, definitely getting something right, and well done to you.
Yeah.
All in chat, thank you very much indeed for tuning in. Some of the comments are funny. We've had a bit of a laugh and a giggle tonight, which is what it's all about. And James, thank you too for popping on. Next week, Joe, I thought your new camera was crap tonight, James, but you haven't got it yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
Next week, folks. Next week. This time it's going to happen. So
it will this time, because I've ensured that it's been posted this time. And just before we go, I was going to say, Frankenmiser, keep your chin up.
100%. 100%. And so until next week, thanks for watching. Take care and bye for now. Bye.